Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. You are listening to King Gummy and today we are doing our very first OC or original character review where one or more of you guys send in a character to be reviewed by me. Let's get started, shall we? So who are we reviewing today? In the spirits of keeping the creator anonymous, I will simply refer to them as Dino. Dino sent in a character by the name of Lite. Night spelled N-I-T-E and Lite L-I-T-E. Here is a photo of him. Now, let's get the easy part out of the way first. The design is lively and very purple. I quite love it, especially the hairstyle. I've always been a stickler for anime style cuts, and this Night fellow fits the bill down to exact change. The accessories are minimalist, but in its own way, that adds to the charm. Night himself also appears to have something called heterochroma iridium, which, according to Wikipedia, great source I know, is basically I have two different eye colors. In this particular case, it's a sort of strawberry red and leaf green. I actually don't see this used too often, so bonus points for going off the beaten path. Overall, this character's appearance earns 4.5 gummy worms out of 5. The brushed fades and color palette really pops and makes me hungry for some fruit. But what about his backstory? Well, that's kind of where the character stumbles. Perhaps it is due to how the author explained the summary to me, but I find Lite to be rather contrived and difficult to get a grasp on. I've thrown together my own summary with what information I was given. Lite is a traveling DJ in his early 20s who ventures across the country for his various gigs. While it isn't specifically stated what kind of music he plays at these so-called gigs, I think that, judging by his cutie mark, it's more than likely something like Skrillex or similar. One interesting thing as far as story goes is that he's and I might butcher this, a Draconiquez. Man, that is an awkward piece of English. It's a form of disguise, hence why he appears to be your typical mundane earth pony. As for why that is, apparently he's Discord's brother, the actual Discord from the show. This was around the point where I kinda got lost in the summary and harkens back to the aforementioned problem I had with this character. It's not the author's lack of explanation, as they did elucidate, if not terribly well, but it's the fact that the details were so scattered, lacked context, and generally was hard to follow. They did mention it was because they were not very adept at storytelling, so I'm sure some practice is all that's needed to fix this problem. My rating for the story is 2 gummy worms out of 5. The biography has potential, but is ultimately sold short. Thankfully, this is just a matter of practice, just like me reading these scripts without screwing up. That just about concludes the video, my faithful subjects. I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to head down to my Discord server, the link is in the description. There, you will be able to submit your ideas to me or just chat about anything. I hope to see you there. Toodles!